What's that celebration word I'm supposed to say?
If you're like me, you've probably seen something about Isiah Thomas releasing kosher-certified champagne. That's right, Isiah Thomas, and not just some random Isiah Thomas out there, probably the most famous Isiah Thomas in all of history. Yes, 12-time NBA All-Star Isiah Thomas. Yes, 2-time NBA champion Isiah Thomas. Yes, that same Isiah Thomas just came out with not one, but 2 kosher-certified champagnes. So he actually spoke about these last night at Kosher Food and Wine Experience taking place in New Jersey. And the top question on everybody's minds, including mine, probably yours also, is why? Why go kosher?
I was approached by Royal to make a kosher champagne for Royal. And of course we said we could. And when Menachem came to visit the vineyard and he toured and everything else, basically the process that we were already using was basically kosherized, but it wasn't blessed. So we had to get the blessing, and then we went one step further and made sure that we separated so there was no contamination. In this space, people deserve first press, 0 and low. They deserve the best. And I wanted to bring and introduce the best to the masses.
Very fascinating, certainly interesting to hear of why Isiah Thomas decided to bring these two kosher-certified champagnes to market. And when I say these two, which 2 are we talking about? Here he is.
This Brut Spéciale, I normally drink this when I'm watching football or basketball games. And why do I drink this? Because it pairs well with salty food snacks. Popcorn is my, heavy salt, And this one here is just like, when I feel really good about myself. I actually will have some of this tonight because this has been like a 100% home run, total success. And it's called Célébrité, and it's made with the Pinot Blanc grape, very rare grape in the old region of Champagne. So I'll probably have a little bit of this tonight. And you can drink this with anything.
Now, it's really fascinating what he talked about having, a relaxing night with popcorn with this first one. I do have to tell you that the MSRP of each of these are $75 for the Brut and then the $99 for the Célébrité. So these are, look, I am no NBA All-Star, multiple champion, etc. I'm no Isiah Thomas. But if Isiah Thomas wants to relax with these champagnes on a random night watching football, I think that's wonderful for him. That's not my life situation. It might not be yours either. But if you are, hey, that's probably a good idea to have popcorn accompanied by some champagne. Now, as to why he decided to really endeavor in all of these activities, so, why put out this type of champagne? Setting aside kosher, but why also these types of champagnes? This is what he has to share.
When you talked about the celebration and you're pouring a champagne over your head, so he said, heaven must be like this, right? and then you made me curious about champagne.
Really?
And the more curious I got about the spirits industry, the more I found sugar, sulfites, hangover. And it was like the Americans, we've been sold that a hangover is supposed to be like a good thing. And you're like, well, why you don't get the hangover over there, but we get it here? And then you start doing a little bit more studying, and you start asking questions. And what I found out is that the products that we were getting here in the U.S. basically were making us sick, because of the sugar and the sulfites. And even though you would go to brunch with your friends, and then you put orange juice over it, and add more sugar to it, you have a good time with your friends, but everybody who left brunch would get home and be like, oh, I don't feel good. But you wouldn't tell your friends that, right? And see, you laughing because it's happened to you. But here, and I just don't think that should be the experience. You know, champagne is supposed to be the drink of the gods, and first press, zero low sugar. This is the best juice in the bottle.
I had the opportunity to actually taste both of these last night, and I will tell you this: the Brut was definitely had some really nice effervescence, not too much. I also had some other champagnes last night, and I got to tell you, this was definitely a very appropriate level of effervescence of the bubbles. Also had some nice dryness. It wasn't too super dry on that finish. It had some dryness, but you know, it was like apples. I got some like tree fruits of some sorts, maybe some citrus. It was actually really pleasant overall of a champagne. And I also had that Célébrité, and that one was, I thought it would be dry. It's not dry. It's really something that brings, it's not the dryness. It's got some sweet, it's a very easy drinker. I will tell you that. It's much easier to drink than that Brut. That the Célébrité is a lot easier of a drinker. And it also has some of those tree fruits. It's a lot lighter, but it's an easy drinker. So if you want to celebrate, if you want to pop open something, but you're not looking for necessarily such a dry Brut like that first one, that Célébrité would be something to consider. He shared some further comments as to why he, really about the products he puts out on the market overall.
I wanted champagne to be for the masses, not just for the elite. And everyone should have an opportunity to experience and taste first press and celebrate, right? And so the celebratory moments that champagne has always been geared for, you win a championship, you win some big sporting event, but I wanted champagne to be for everyone. Like you had a good day at work, or your son graduated from high school, and you know, there are a lot of birthdays, there are a lot of celebratory moments, but you wasn't able to have the best of the best. So price point, what I did is I priced it first press champagne at a very affordable price, where you on your best or worst day can afford to have first press champagne without blowing your rent money. We're selling first press at a lower price than some people are selling second and third press.
I hope you enjoyed this content about this new release of these two kosher certified wines being put out by Isiah Thomas. Hopefully this was helpful, and thank you so much for watching, and l'chaim.